I know LA woke your ass up, but is you woke? We about to get started. We got an informative show for you today, man. We gonna clock in with my brother Ram. He gonna give us a Ram report. He attended the town hall. Hey, he got a lot to say. We're going to pay a couple bills, and we're going to get to it. Let's go.
This is Hitting Hard Radio.com.
Total Request Entertainment. Our mission is to cover your total requests. When you look to contract a DJ service, make sure they have all the moving parts that is required to do the job. Make sure they're able to meet or talk with you as many times as necessary to make you feel comfortable. Make sure they have backup equipment. Make sure that they have insurance that will cover your venue's requirements. Make sure that they can do a walkthrough of your venue to supply adequate equipment. Can your DJ supply ceremony microphones for the officiant, the bride, and the groom? Do they have battery-operated equipment to be out in the field where there is no power? Make sure that they can handle preceding ceremony music, processional and recessional. Announce the grand entrance and entire bridal party. Do you need an experience and not just some guy that's going to play a playlist? Make sure that you hire someone that can get the job done and take care of your every total request. We are Total Request Entertainment. For booking and contact information, call Eleazar Maldonado at 414-366-7102. 414-366-7102. Or visit the website at TotalRequestENT.com.
The Morning Shift, MKE, Uncut. 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. right here on HittingHardRadio.com. Real topics, real news you can use, you dig? You can also catch us at the Post of the City page on Meta or Facebook or HittingHardRadio.com.
Pitch control.
The Morning Shift, MKE Uncut on HittingHardRadio.com.
What you doing still in bed, man? Yo, you need to punch in for that Morning Shift MKE with Sayer right here on HittingHardRadio.com exclusively from 10 to 2 p.m. Check it out, man. You're missing out.
Good morning, Grand Risings, all those things you say to the folks you rock with in the AM, after, and never before. You take care of your personal hygiene, man. You know, you get your towel, wash your face, get all the eye boogers out, and you know what I mean? Wash your mouth out, brush your teeth, do a little gargle, some Listerine or something, man. Use some real mouthwash, too. That dollar store stuff ain't gonna cut it, man. It just look like you doing something, but no, that's just colored water. If you ain't feeling the burn, it ain't doing nothing. Go get you some Listerine, man. Listerine been around your whole life, and now they make it in flavors that you can bear. You know what I mean? So, yeah, just get it together. And then holla at your peoples, man, like I'm about to holla at mine and say salam alaikum to my Muslim brother Rick. Man, he gonna check in with us today. He attended a town hall of some sort. And, man, hey, he got some things on his mind. So he hit us up and he said, hey, I gotta get y'all the Ram report on this. So, without further ado, salam alaikum, Aki.
Alaikum salam.
So what's the word? What happened, man? Tell us about this town hall. What was it now? Was it a town hall or?
Well, every alderman, every quarter, they do a town hall meeting in their district. They pick different locations inside the automatic district. So sometimes she do them at the Beta Foundation, but this time, that's my high school, got a working relationship with my neighborhood association, so they did it in the auditorium at Messmer High School. Real nice auditorium. I hadn't been in there in a long time. Real nice. The problem was it wasn't well attended, like I thought it would be. Probably maybe 20, 25 people there, including I would say it was probably 18 residents. And then the rest were her people that came from the city, these different departments. Like they had somebody from the police department.
18 community folks, and the rest was staff.
Right. Right. It was well advertised all over social media. They even said something about it on Channel 12 News. And it's a chance where you can come and ask questions about the budget, which you would think people want to have questions about, because you know the new sales tax is coming up in January, and it's going to be 7-some%. But when you have an older person that's not doing nothing, people just get tired.
All right.
Because they feel the person that's elected should be doing the stuff they see wrong. Why you got to get a whole bunch of people in a room because they want to hear themselves talk to make it seem like, just do this. That's what I told them lately. Why you always got to say, well, we want to see it? No, you already paid. You see the problem, attack it and handle it.
All right.
That's how people feel. Homeowners feel that way.
It's like, come tell us about it when it's fixed.
Right. You supposed to ride the district with your assistant.
We know
or
the
they supposed to have somebody riding the district, seeing all these problems. Yeah. They come back to the office and they can call all these departments. That's how Mike McGee Sr. did it, and I know he did it because I was working for my nephew, my cousin, Glenn Madison, when he was Mike's aide. And this was back in the early, in the 90s, mid-90s, before Mike left office. So I don't want to hear this new school shit. None of it. I don't hear none of it. None of it. I'm not entertaining none of it. So Nick Kobiak, you know, he's not an alderman no more. I heard that he's a new comptroller. He might be the new city comptroller. I got to look that up. But anyway, he was there. Looking like Barney Fife. With a cheap suit on, short tie. Yeah, you know how them white guys look with the cheap suit on? The sports jacket with the short tie?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was one of them. And he broke down the whole budget thing. He left, I got a little handout he gave everybody. And I'm just looking at it right now. It says, you know, it hasn't been voted on the 2024 proposed budget overview. Town hall meeting hosted by Alderwoman Lele Kaz and Alderwoman Andrea Pratt, which is former Alderman and Common Council President Marvin Pratt's daughter. And it says here, total proposed budget for 2024 is $1,920,000,000. Then it says proposed tax levy supported budget is $1,420,000,000. And the general city purposes is $699,200,000. So basically, you got the proposed budget, what they need. You got the amount that's collected in taxes, and then you got when they say general city purposes budget, that means all the departments combined. You know, like what's needed. The total proposed tax levy was $317 million, and which means tax levy is the amount that's collected from food and gas, and when you go to the concert, when you go to the bar and buy a drink, the tax is paid on it. It's all that. So, of course, it says that the total budget is up 11.9%. And it says primarily due to revenue collected from Act 12. Now, Act 12, now you got to go look up something. What is Act 12? We got to educate people. What is Act 12? Do listeners know what Act 12 is?
Absolutely, I do not.
See, so these meetings be important because you got to know the terminology in order to participate. If there's something you need to do for change.
So
right?
what is Act 12?
I'm looking it up right now. Make sure I'm giving the right thing since we right here on the show. I'm pulling it up right now. Googling it.
No. Now you got to give the folks the steps. Do they just go into Google and type in Act 12, or like what's the search terminology?
I will go under 2023 Wisconsin Act 12.
Okay.
Put that in the little chat box. And then when you pull it up, it's going to pull it up just like if you reading from a PDF.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at the PDF, and it's a Department of Wisconsin Department of Revenue Code. It said, and it was proposed in 2023. It was passed this summer. It said Act 12, which contains significant statewide changes, will continue to provide guidance through the process, whether it be through emails, webinars, presentations, so forth. It says, number one, it exempts personal property from taxation and creates additional personal property aid and payment. Changes in shared revenue programs, means programs that the state gives back to the cities and counties. Establishes a new levy limit calculation for municipalities with tax incremental districts. So, like the downtown tax district and Third Ward, they benefit from it. Amends maintenance of efforts, laws requiring consistent local funding of law enforcement, fire, and emergency medical services, and creates new reporting requirement. So basically saying they get more money. Because, there's a couple police departments in the state that's closing because they're not collecting no money. I don't need white areas. Creates innovation for grants for counties and municipalities. That's another entity for white people to get more money. With tax money now. That's collected where? Milwaukee. Other local government changes, including tax incremental finance and a new Department of Revenue report with local government and financial information. And then the big one, the property tax exemption, meaning that certain properties, like commercial properties, will be taxed less. So if something being taxed less, that means somebody being taxed more, which is the worker and the homeowner. Mm-hmm. So basically, Act 12 benefits the government and it doesn't benefit the citizen. So government is white folks. That's the way to look at it. So anyway, Nick was going through all this. I'm looking at the flyer. I'm listening, yawning. So the average check levy was $50.09. Another 69 property impact, they increased it by $10.73. So it went up to $60, which is a new proposal. So they need $10 more from all the residents in the city. So I asked them, I said, they talk about the ARPA money too. They put in a provision to use the ARPA money to cover the shortfalls in some of these departments. The ARPA money, okay, so the ARPA is the emergency relief payment assistance. Now, the question with the ARPA money, who put the ARPA money in play? You remember? It came from the federal government. Who put the ARPA money in play?
No, I don't know who did.
President Trump did.
Oh, okay.
This didn't come from Biden. So the ARPA money has been out here. They've been finagling it, and they got into the end of 2024 to 2024 to use it. So 2024, Trump's gonna be back in office. There's nothing they can do to stop that. He's gonna be back in office. So that money we were supposed to use for the inner cities, the black inner cities across America. They're not doing that. They're not doing that. They're not doing that in Milwaukee. Trump knows that the inner cities in Milwaukee is jacked up. That money is supposed to be used by the city of Milwaukee and DCD to repair the residential homes, commercial property, streets, and alleys, and to create employment opportunity for black contractors and black people. But lately, I'm not doing that. We talking about $400 million. So they kind of been at a stalemate with the $400 million because I asked about it. And when I asked about the ARPA money, the second meeting I've been to last week, the pin dropped. Oh, here come Muhammad again. He asking these hard questions. I'm only asking hard questions of what I know the truth. I want to hear you say it.
Popping up.
The reason they don't say nothing because they know it's public record and they don't want nothing to come back to haunt them and bite them in the ass. So they dance around it. Like most politicians do. Most politicians are real good at tap dancing. All you got to do is play the music. Play the entertainer. Oh, they dance, bro. Put their taps on them shoes, too.
Yeah.
So what they have done...
So after all that, what was did they come up with a solution or a positive outcome to this meeting, or this was because most meetings tend to be a meeting for a meeting to set another meeting for another meeting to have a meeting for some more meetings. You know what I mean?
Okay. Let me just say this about people need to get information.
Mm-hmm.
So when you have a community meeting for a neighborhood association, and you have somebody that come from one of the 7 departments of the city of Milwaukee, these are people that are being paid to work specific tasks, and you want real-time information of what's going on. That's why they have meetings. Okay, because outside of that, how would you get the information? If you got somebody in that department or the department head or the director or manager that tell you what they're doing, and they can show you on a PowerPoint or on a video what they're doing, you can't really get better information than that. Because you trying to find the information, the mass of people don't even know where to start. That's why they have meetings. And the people that go to these meetings, they know this. The masses don't go because they don't understand it. They just think, man, they just meet men to be meeting, man, ain't nothing gonna come out of it. But most of them never been in the process on no level. Because you can get a lot of stuff done. And especially when you are talking to direct people. From that meeting, I talked to one person, 2 people, and one of them I'm going to see today about a situation we got over here in my neighborhood, and it'll be addressed. Now, by them knowing now, and they got a shortfall of employees, this area going to be on the register, so now they know to send a crew or whatever they have to do. So it's to create them intimate relationships with people, because sometimes a person said it'd be somebody you went to school with. Now they looking out. We just can't automatically assume that that's going to happen. And as black people, we got to get out of that negative way where we see meetings, because that's not something.
I mean, you know, my view come from being present at meetings that was just what I described, a meeting for another meeting for another meeting. So
it's different in politics, though.
So you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's different in politics because you got to remember, But Lele trying to stay in office, so a high percentage of the stuff she hears, she gonna do. She's just not gonna not do it. You know, so when they come, they not trying to get unseated from that 90,000 a year and them appointments that put them at around over 100,000 a year. Because the board appointments, what they salary put them around about $112,000 a year. So there's no job that a black person can get that's paying that in Milwaukee with a degree. It's not. And there's no, I bet it's not, you know, so the money, they be looking at that and the benefits. All that aside, we have to change our mentality about government meetings. Because most of us still really don't even know. Because
well, do we need to change our mentality, or do they need to start becoming more effective? Because this ain't just a make believe complaint. This is the experience of
both
people.
sides need to change.
You know what I mean?
Both sides need to change. Because once again, I'm 58. I didn't see nobody in their 30s at the meeting. Even though it's a small number of people, the people who was in their 30s at the meeting, they worked at Messer and they were doing security. I didn't see and I know it's homeowners and renters that live over there that's in that age range, 30 to 39. I didn't see nobody.
With technology and all that, would you think that at this point they got good technology and low attendance, have still those physical meetings, but why not stream them so that other folks can attend who for whatever reason couldn't make it there?
They do stream some of these. A lot of these meetings, they stream them.
They do? Okay.
They do. This one, they didn't stream this one, though. They streamed this one. But the high percentage of meetings, they do stream. But the announcer will put out in more than enough time where people can attend. People have to sacrifice, too. They got to get out of this thing, I'm always working. And no. You would sacrifice to go to a concert in Chicago to see Jay-Z and get an outfit.
They save up for that.
Okay, but that's nonsense. So entertainment is at the bottom of the pyramid. Yeah. What you're doing for Jay-Z don't impact nothing. That's just your personal decision. What happened in your neighborhood or what you paying, this and that, that's something that you need to put some attention to right away. So our mentality of how we see stuff is dysfunctional.
Yeah.
You know, so like I said, I didn't see nobody 20 years younger than me at the meeting. And it's common. So like we might have to have a show just on that. Like when you talk about going to meet, that's when your engagement come in. You know, and I talk to a lot of the people in my neighborhood in that age group, trying to get them to turn the corner. Now, the type of meeting they want to see is meetings where they can make some money. That can happen. I agree. That can happen. You know, that can happen. And I think that day is here. You know, that definitely can happen. Now, and then they will get understanding when they look at a sheet like this. This ain't no complicated sheet, but when you see something with a bunch of numbers on it, most black men look the other way if it ain't something pertaining to them. Because they see these graphs and stuff, they're not going to understand it, you know, because you got to teach them what it is. But once they figure it out, they see, then they'll be engaged. Yeah. So I asked a bunch of the hard questions. I put them. I nailed them to the cross. You know, everybody.
But did you get answers though?
Yeah, I got some answers because I put them in a position where they gave me phone numbers of people that I can call to get direct results from. And two of the people I never even heard of, there is a point they never heard of. What they do when a program don't work, they come up with a new program, and you may not get the name of the new program right away, but they'll start talking to you about it. See? Do you know you can create a lot of good employment when the city is taking dollar houses and get them repaired and put them back, all the contractors involved with that, they can make over $25 an hour.
Yeah.
And we know that. So there's a lot of brothers out here that can do that. And the city poured money into that in a new housing program from the ARPA. I want to say I heard they put $15 million in it. That's a lot of money. So they go in the neighborhoods, get these board up houses, they gun them, and they put them back on the tax roll. That's one thing. And that is instant money. That's quicker than trying to do a new bill. New bills are very expensive. And I told them I want that opened up. So they had a selected list of contractors. And I said, so what about the contractors want to get on board? Don't tell me that it's closed off, nobody else can get in. Spread that money out. If it's 20 houses in my neighborhood and I got contractors, let my company come in and do it. And the city should pay for it. And I asked them, how is that a problem? I want to hear an answer. I didn't get no answer. And the people are sitting there, they just looking around. Because black people are not used to a black man speaking up. The white folks. We at that right now. Now the older people are happy to hear that because they're at the point now they done got tired and they looking for us.
They over
but
there
the answer's not coming.
They over
fast
like this
enough.
nigga crazy. He in here talking to
but
these good white folks like that. These good
I'm
old
just
white
saying,
folks.
But we need more black men and women.
These some good old white folks. Why you talking to these good old white folks like that?
Yeah, but they want to hear they want to hear us being confrontational with truth and facts because we still paying taxes. White people are not having conversations like this because the stuff that they need is being done, and what they try to do is try to get on board to get paid. White people right now today, they mad at Deion Sanders. Oh, they can't stand him.
What did he do?
Because of what he doing.
He got a baby by one of their daughters or something? What'd he do?
Well, he done went to a school, and the white people just gave him the free hand, the green light, and the keys, and the budget. And he get prime time slots and games every week. He getting paid. Everybody on his team getting paid. The player getting NIL deals. All the coaches that came from the HBCU getting paid. And he on TV every week. And he got a good, solid team.
Did he just open the gate for other people to get some money, get paid like he getting paid, or it's just he the only one?
No, he did all that. All that's happened.
Okay, so what they mad for then? If he just opened the door for us to get
don't
some
want
money?
to see a black man do that because they jealous because they feel they're supposed to be him. Them.
Oh man, they better go learn something.
Oh, they learning now because as a player. He's probably one of the top 25 football players of all time. And he played baseball. So they can't say nothing. But he's showing other brothers how to come behind him and do other stuff in other areas. They don't want that tree to be shaken because there's brothers out here that's trying to figure out to do what he's doing.
Wow.
And some of everything. Because the only way the black community going to be repaired is by us. Ain't nothing white coming in repairing it. They done been trying it, and they've been failures at it the whole time.
Why they gonna repair what they tore up?
They'll do it. Yeah. I don't care what the city of Milwaukee. Gentrification, it's a way for white people to make money to do the repair, but the long-term impact of it is still fall back to us. Because they don't want to be over here having to manage it and all that. They don't. And they not coming like you could tell like right now, they done pretty much stopped at like North Avenue, maybe Center Street going north. Because we are more congested as you go from like Center to Silver Spring or shit. You might as well say the Blondie Road. And they not coming like that. It's on us. But the problem with us, The majority of blacks, we know, they want a job and a check with their degree or their skills. They're not trying to be in that business to do that. And the majority of blacks, we know, they're not trying to buy these houses and live in these neighborhoods. They want to live in a nice, fancy condo or a townhouse, if they can get in one. Or in one of these neighborhoods that have been gentrified by white folks. Especially the younger generation. They not on this. And I want to go back over there, man. My granny and them lived over there, man. Ain't nothing that. Man, I'm out here in Menominee Falls. I'm out here in Brown Deer. They not. They've been brainwashed. They ready to pay that $1,400 a month and struggle. Well, I got look. I mean, I can buy a house that somebody lost on taxes for $25,000 and have it paid off in 3 years, and it may cost me $350 a month with utility and cable. I'm taking that. Versus that $1,400. That's what a lot of these blacks are paying, $1,400, $1,500 a month to live in these places, and they can't even afford it.
Yeah.
They struggling to pay it. White kids is not struggling. One, a lot of them got inheritance money. Two, a lot of them get paid a lot more than we get paid working these jobs. You a supervisor, they a manager. Who getting paid more? They're engineer and you a tech. Who getting paid more? Can't talk about your salary. Who getting paid more? You sitting right next to the cracker. He might be getting $10,000 more a year than you get, and y'all doing the same job. But it's their show, though. All right? That's the part we got to get through our big head. It's their show. We got to create our own. There's nothing you can do about that, is it? Ain't no legislation, none of that. There's nothing you can do about that. Am I right?
Nope.
People got to listen to what I'm telling you. Is there anything you can do about them paying they people more than they paying us? And they calling the shot. And they want to make a check. What you gonna do with that? There's nothing you can do about it. We got to take over our neighborhoods with black businesses, move these Iranians out with these liquor stores, put new food stores, services in our neighborhoods, laundromats, dry cleaners, financial literacy places. We need to get all these corrupt people out of the educators that don't want to teach and get our brothers and sisters that do want to teach because they are out here. Get them out of our school and control our neighborhoods. That's what they do in their neighborhood.
Yeah. Control your block.
Yeah. Just can you imagine we get together and be like, oh, yeah, man, we finally got our landscaping and snow removal and trash removal service together, man. And, man, I said, man, you know what, man? I think we can go out to YMCA Bay and get us some work. Can you imagine showing up to one of them meetings and telling them what we do? The look they're going to have on their face? What do you think going to happen? Because in their neighborhood, they got established homeowners. In our neighborhood, majority of the people are renters.
Yeah.
So there should be no problem talking about you got to qualify for this and all this old nonsense. What are they be talking about? Qualify for what? Why don't you just sign a contract so I can get started? I told Nick Kobe that I got the meeting. I said, they were talking about this division called, and I'm reading off the paper. It's called, hold on. Wait. Okay, one division called increasing funding for the Office of Equity and Inclusion, OEI, and the Office of African American Affairs. That's just a code word for multiculturalism and diversity, and saying we need to hire, instead of us just hiring 2 black contractors a year, we want to do 3. Okay. That's what they're saying in that. Which is, of course, we know it's supposed to be a lot more. But the mindset of how they see it, that's how they see it. And the department is called, it's under DPW. I thought I had wrote it down here. I can't. No, I don't think I wrote it down. But anyway, they got a department where people get the contracts to do snow, right? So, well, okay, it started with grass. Then there's the same group, they do snow. But people haven't really been doing snow because people that have been investing money in storage equipment, they've been losing money because we haven't had the snow like that, right? So I said, I know a way that you can fill in that gap. You know what I said? If you had that same group be the ones that go around and pick up trash and debris like along the highways and all that and by store, they'd be busy every day. You go by a gas station on the north side, northwest side, and go down 3 or 4 blocks, all that trash that you see on the grass between the buildings on the curb is coming from that gas station. You go by a lot between the corner store on the corner in the neighborhood, if it's an empty lot, that lot is filled with plastic bags, empty plastic, black plastic bags that they have at them stores, Flamin' Hot bags, Newport cartons, those 50-cent juice containers, soda cans, everything is on this lot. That's too easy. I don't even go no further than that because you know everything I'm telling you is the truth. If you had crews going around, they get in contact by area, they'd be busy every day. They'd be going to the dump, taking bags. They'd probably be making 3 trips to the dump every day, just with a picker and some gloves and picking up trash. And that could be a program for the beautification of Milwaukee, improve the quality of life in Milwaukee. All the trash that's flattened in the street and on the curbs, all the broken bottles that's on the sidewalks and on the wheelchair ramps.
Yeah.
That's too simple. That's the job right there. That's a department within a department.
I mean, at one point they was using county inmates to clean the little highway.
Well, why do that when you can get people paid to do that? You don't want to pay nobody. That's stupid. Those jobs, whether if GPS don't have it, I don't know what the contract would be. But just say an outfit like that, they get 20 areas, and them 20 areas is paying them $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 a month just doing that. Let the people that's out here doing get it so they can put money in their pockets and improve the lifestyles in their family.
No, let's say they create that job and that budget for cleaning that. You think the citizens gonna be cool with it, or they gonna be complaining about why y'all sending all this money over there for people to clean up the highway? Why y'all where the inmates at that was cleaning up the highway?
Well, we was talking about the streets.
Streets,
and
highway, you know what I mean?
The highway, that's a state.
County or whatever.
That's a state. Yeah, that's different municipality. That's a state. I'm talking about these lots that be empty where they could be cutting grass and still be trash there.
Oh,
and
yeah.
like right now, some of them guys lose their contracts for cutting the grass. You know why they lose them?
Cause they ain't cutting the grass. They get the money and go cut the grass once a season.
Well, Well, no, they got a minimum of time because the inspector go behind them. The problem is when they cut the grass, they leave all the trimmings and stuff on the ground. That's not what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to clean it up. So when you cut the grass, you're supposed to get the blower. If it's empty clippings, you will put in a bag, take them. They're not doing that.
Right. They ain't
So
doing
if somebody call it in, they get popped.
Right.
Because they want you to do a professional job. Now, they may not be enforcing it as much as they should, but that's how it's supposed to go down.
Right.
We're talking about basic stuff. If these young brothers know how to work with their hands, and I told them, MPS needs to bring industrial arts back. They should start it at 7th grade and put it all back in the high school. Because guys, like they're always trying to get people that's coming out of jail or prison to go into the trade. I don't think the success rate is high in that.
That's because that's where the trades all went when they left the high schools but went into the institutions.
Yeah, but it went to the institutions and it increased unemployment in the black community.
Yeah.
It went reverse. They did that by design. There's no way you can tell me that you're going to have more success with that than you getting kids in middle school learn how to use a hammer, how to measure something, how to fix something when they're young and ambitious. You ain't get nobody that when they're in jail doing that and think they're going to come out of jail and do it. They're not going to do it. Because if they were getting fast money in some other way, they're going to go back to that. Because they're going to say, man, that just take too long. Very few people, even though the lifestyle that them people them trucks out, they making good money. And most of them cats are soft. They don't want to get dirty. They soft as fuck. Homie Thug, he's soft as fuck.
What'd you say, homie Thug?
Yeah. If you a black man, you 25-year-old, you got a pickup truck, and you got a toolbar with a lock on the back, and you got a wet saw and stuff like that, you can get paid. So you locked into one trade, and you got to do some other stuff. You can get cash up and cash money every day. Because I know cats doing it. A person that know how to fix stuff, like can fix a screen door, can fix a cabinet door, can take up some tile and put new tile down. I ain't talking about the whole pool, this basic stuff. You can get paid. Plumbing that you don't need to pull a permit for. I was some years back, I don't know how long ago it was. I had to go to Home Depot, right? And this was during the lockdown, right?
Uh-huh.
So I was standing in line. I had to take just wetback back. There was something wrong with it. I was doing an exchange. I had to bring it back. I got a better one, right? So there was a brother standing in line. He was in front of me. He was a contractor. You know, he had his tool belt on and everything. He was talking on the phone. So when he got up to the counter to pay, he was like, he said, hold on. So he had money in both his pockets. So he pulled some money out of his left pocket. I didn't see them but 20s and 50s fall on the ground. I'm talking about it was like 8, 9 of them. And he said, he looked at me, he said, yeah, man, I forgot to go to the bank, man. I was out in Brookfield, man. I didn't get a chance to go to the bank. And I want to say, at that pocket, I would say it was probably about $2,500 that fell on the floor. I kid you not. And he said, man, all I got is, I just be posting stuff I do on Facebook and Instagram. People be calling, I got a number. And it was him. He had a guy outside the truck with him, one guy that came in and helped him carry stuff. They was getting it, bro. And he was like in his 30s. Nice. He had a nice used pickup truck. They was getting it.
Yeah.
So you would tell me that that's bad money, but a cat rather be out here grinding, looking over his shoulder. We got to change that mentality.
All right.
All the stuff you got to do to sell a gram or something, or some pills, and not get caught, it's not worth it. And it's stressful. We got to kill that mentality with our black youth and kill that mentality with their mamas that's endorsing it. Because it ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
I know this one brother, they do landscaping, and, the landscaping, not just the grass, but, like they set out flowers, stuff like that. He showed me pictures of jobs that they got $2,500 $5,000 for putting out flowers and shrubs over this summer. He was telling me, he said, into this summer, that they group was going to make somewhere close to $200,000. And there's only 4 of them. They come in, look at your house, tell you what pictures, they give you a price, and they go make it happen. So you got clients in the suburbs and the city. Stay busy. Then he show them how to, to maintain it and water it and stuff like that. We need to get in that aspect of it. Then we can take advantage of these programs where our tax money is at. Yep. We be right in the game.
Right.
Impacting. Yep. Got to change our mentality. No, definitely got to change our mentality. I look at a lot of young boys in my neighborhood that's in middle school. They don't know how to do nothing with their hands. And they're in the house with these women, and some of them is on IEP. They getting a check for them, stuff like that. And you can see them. They be at the park, they playing games, they running around, and every once in a while you might see a little scuffle or fight. But knowing how to do stuff with their hands outside or on cars, you don't see that no more. You don't see that no more. You see at Ladonna Alley, you see a hood up, you see a father with a son, and they putting spark plugs in, or they putting oil in, they doing an oil change, or they doing something. You don't see that no more.
Because the father ain't in the house no more.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Like,
when I be having these conversations with folks, I say the thing all the time is this, right? We so far in the rear, we got a combination of so much stuff wrong that overlap and go into one. It's a design that we ain't even properly attacking it because we don't even know what to do. We don't never address the root of the problem. We always on the outside trying to peel a scab. You know what I mean? We fixing
But it's the wrong people
that's
coming with the solutions that don't know.
We fixing everything but the family. You know what I mean? And it all start with the family. They tore us apart with the family. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Minister Farrakhan been teaching on this for 40 years.
Yeah.
You got other people that have been teaching on it for 30, 25 years. Like I was listening to somebody, they be sending me these videos from Instagram and these other sites. And there was a black woman on this one Instagram post, and she worked with and deal with the black women. You know what she said? She said, she was talking to a group of black women, they sitting somewhere, and she said, how many of y'all here in your family, where they got brothers and sisters, she said, how many of y'all got at least 3 wives that's in your family, of your bloodline, in your family, not baby mamas? And she said, how many of y'all got husbands in your family? Pin drop. And these are women that she know. It wasn't like...
Yeah, the whole family dynamic is just, when it comes to our culture,
it's jacked up.
It's throwed off.
It's
all confused.
it's jacked up. So basically what she's saying is, you don't have no stability if you don't have family. If you don't have a husband and wife in the household, they're not growing to build nothing together. Because we see what happened in boyfriend girlfriend situations. They never grow. They may pay bills together, but they never grow. I was just talking to Kevin Barnes, and his son, he's a senior this year, and he was telling me, he said, yeah, man, me and my wife, we think about moving up out this house. And I said, oh, you gonna get another 4-bedroom house? He said, man, my kids, they can stay here. So he come out that generation where he wants to make sure his kids got it better than him. There's nothing wrong with that. But they talking about moving from Milwaukee and possibly buying a house in the suburbs. And his wife make money like that. And she really don't want to go to suburbs. She kind of want to be in a nice area in the city. But they've been married 20-some years. They're doing it together. You can't show me no boyfriend and girlfriend couple that have accumulated nothing. Nothing. So you need to kill that mentality too.
Right.
Nothing. Show me where they have their assets. His wife, for his birthday, bought him he got a Charger or something like that. And there's something wrong with his truck, right? And he said he was showing me some pictures. Actually, Kevin, his son, drove it by here one day. And so she got it on lease, so he decided if he's going to keep it or not, right? Because he said if he keep it, he's going to put it down. But the beauty of the marriage is that. Because you can't tell me that these baby mamas love the father of their children like a wife loves her husband. They don't. And we need to get out of that. The toxic part of the hip-hop and R&B culture is crazy satanic. And all that satanic music they're playing is attacking us too. You know, the subtlety or the lyrics you saw, it's attacking us. Because these women got a skewed view of what a relationship is. So when she made that comment about a wife and a baby mama, there is no compare. That's two different worlds.
Right.
Because how is the wife, her lifestyle versus the baby mama? When you get married, everything that happens up to the marriage is about two families coming together. Both sides of the family, they're intermingling. They go on a dinner, they have dress rehearsal, they're doing this, and then the marriage come, and they're at the church, they had a reception. You know, a baby by a woman, there ain't nobody's family. Sometimes your sister and brother don't even know that you're dealing with somebody. So how is that the same?
Right.
Like, my brother and my sister, I know they in-laws. Like, I can call and talk to you. And some of them don't even live in Milwaukee no more. But by going to that reception, I was in the wedding, this been 20-plus years. We didn't have a conversation about that. Because in Islam, we know that marriage is going to have a faith in your deen. That's what the Quran says. That's what Allah says. Don't argue with me. Get mad at Allah. Because I tell people, I'm not accepting these ways of the world. The ways of the world is the ways of who? Satan. Let's keep it real. So going back to what we said in the beginning, to benefit these programs and the tax money, the unity start in the household with family, and family build community. And the majority of white people know that we are fractured. Some of them see it, they just don't say nothing. But it's on us. A white person ain't gonna come and repair what's going on with us. They may have a handful that talk about it. But the toxic people in our community that's done bought into it, we should be putting them on blast. And we don't. We be quiet with them because, oh, they're my fraternity, they're my supporter, we're in the same line. oh, she's an OES, or she an elk, she and Jack and Jill. They go to my church. What did that got to do with anything?
Right.
Oh, so you ain't gonna say nothing about what they doing is wrong, or put them to the side because of that? Yeah, that's what's going on. Stockholm Syndrome. You looking right at them. Then what you do? You look the other way. You look the other way. I had this young lady in my neighborhood. You know, she married, but she be at her mama's house a lot, right? And I was just asking about something that was going on in the neighborhood, right? And you know what she told me? There's a black woman now, churched up. They churched up. So, you know, the churched up people mean they program. They only, yeah, they churched up. I don't really be knowing. I just be paying attention to me and my home and my own business. We got that real bad. Yeah, you supposed to pay attention to your own personal business. But you also should be aware what's happening outside of you. That's like that ostrich with the head in the ground, your ass is up. That means you exposed. We got that real bad. Our ways of dysfunctional inclusion. Somebody talking about, don't be giving nobody my real name. I can't stupid that sound. You know why I'm pretty stupid? It's because since 1997, when General Powell's son was the head of the FCC, and you see it if you ever watch the movie Enemy of the State with Will Smith, all your information is public. So everybody that signed up for these apps and stuff, your information is already out there. All they got to know is your first name, second name. They can figure it out.
Yeah.
We're talking about this, and then all these people always want to do their taxes. Your information's on the internet already. So what you talking about? You don't want nobody to know your name. Oh, I use Snapchat. You put all your information in there too. Because in some of them boxes, if you didn't put the right stuff in there, it kick you out. Am I right? So we're in it. Unless you're totally off the grid. And pretty few black people even on that level of thinking. Like you said, it's what we don't know and our ignorance of things that's important is the key.
Yeah.
Now. And like going to these meetings, for me it's important, man. Just think, Dr. King started a movement by meeting in the church. And several black leaders. Yep.
Definitely.
That's true, think about that. So I don't take none of those meetings lightly. And then the other thing, how many of us vote in every election? Presidential, gubernatorial, state, county, city, school board, judge. But you get mad about certain things. Because when you go to these meetings, you get a chance to meet the people that can make these changes. And they do. They jobs is on the line. But if you're not there, what you think they're going to automatically, well, this is all need to do because they're up there. How people say a lot of ignorant stuff, bro, because they don't know. Okay, so they up there. What that mean? It's a bunch of stars in the sky that's up there too, right?
And it's still dark outside.
Man. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Give us a final thought.
Our final thought is for people in the city of Milwaukee, call your alderman. 414-286-2221 and ask him what's going on. Put that number in the box. I'm going to put it on my page, too, on my Facebook and Instagram. Call your alderman. Call your mayor. What's your concern? Then we're going to work on these various departments that do perform duties and stuff in our community that we paying for on your tax bill. Now, even though you may not be a homeowner, but if you're paying rent, you're still paying too.
All right.
You're paying too. If your child's going to MPS school, the voucher for their school, you're paying. Because if you take your child out that school and go to another school, you got to take that voucher, which is like $12,000, $13,000, $14,000. Yep, that's what we got to do.
Well, that's
Get involved.
it. That's it. That's all, y'all. We have another one from our brother Rick Lee Muhammad, the Ram Report, man. He gonna be checking in with us from time to time because he got boots to the ground, going out there in these meetings, shaking things up and letting us know what happened for the folks who didn't make it. You know what I mean? So y'all make sure y'all follow him over there at the Ram Report. Assalamu alaikum, Maki. Thank you for calling.
Well, thank you for having me on, brother.
Always. All right, y'all. Y'all know what it is. It's time to get over to the music. Get the jams. The request line is open 414-502-9447. Hit me up. Let me know what you want to hear, man. I'll be back to clock in with y'all. Make a couple of announcements. Who walking with me? Who coming out to the breast cancer walking with me? Need you to register to join my team. Give you that information. Also, we filling a trailer up for the homeless, man. We need to collect some winter clothing items, blankets, all that. So I know y'all out there getting ready to do your cleaning, getting your basements and your storage units in order, changing things out, pulling things out. Hey, let us help. Bring us them blankets. Bring us them boots. You know what I mean? Bring us them hats, scarves, gloves, coats. We need all that, man. We need all that. So keep it locked. I'll be back with more information on that. And while you're at it, go over to hittinghardradio.com, bookmark it, surf it, sign up for whatever over there signed up for, buy a t-shirt. Check it out, man, and get back to us, hittinghardradio.com, the morning shift MKE. We about to get to the music, y'all. We about to get to the music.